Hey guys, so welcome back once again for another edition of our Stocks by Request, where we talk about the top stocks that you guys requested via my Patreon, my Instagram, my YouTube, and my other social media channels. For this video, I want to talk about select stocks like Jollibee, GMA7, ACEN, Converge, and so much more. But before that, let's look at and let's double down. Let's talk about the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, which did very well today. 7.73 billion worth of value turnover. It's slightly up at 0.86%, up 59.24 points at 66,976.73. What's interesting about that though is if you put the charts and interlace it right here, it's breaking past the 6947 resistance that we pegged and we placed over the past few days. Now, that being said, watch out for the 6947 mark to actually hold that level because if it does, the next possible area for it to attack is at the 7086 level. Breakout from that could also bring it back to the 7333.96 mark. So, Philippine Stock Exchange Index 6947 support. If it holds true for that particular level, then if it does not hold that level, then it could possibly correct back here for the short term, the 6,800 mark for the short term. But if it holds 6947 support, 7,086 resistance, currently right now, while all of this is happening, the reversal is still pretty much intact. It's building higher highs and higher lows. 20, 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages and along with the MACD are currently bullish as of this point in time. So comment below if you're learning and you miss me doing videos like this as well. Anyways, Jollibee closed up 215 pesos per share. Value turnover is 462 million pesos, and it's also similar to what's happening to the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. It's up 3.76% from yesterday's 207.20 close. If you look at it right here, it pushed through and broke out from the 210 peso resistance level. All moving averages, 20, 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages right now are currently bullish. MACD is also bullish as well. What to watch out for Jollibee is the 210 support level. If it stays above that level, if that level reiterates itself, confirms itself as a level of support, your next possible area of resistance is the 234.79 range. So I repeat, Jollibee 210. It's currently breaking out right now with a large green candle. If that level holds true as a level of support, next possible resistance is at the 234 mark. As you can see also right here, it's very evident that it's currently reversing from the downward trend that we saw from which started November 2020. So please do note this. This is the first time that Jollibee is above the 210 mark ever since the drop that happened last March 2020. So for those who picked up Jollibee from its lows of 90, 100 at some point last year, you are now getting more than double already. For those who bought from the breakout of this particular area from the 150 mark, you are up maybe 20, 30 plus percent. So please take note. Short, mid, and long-term moving averages are bullish. MACD is bullish. Current support to watch out for is 210. If it stays above 210, the upward move of Jollibee is still pretty much intact. Next stock I want to talk about is BDO. Closed at 112.70 pesos per share, down 1.40%. Value turnover is 420 million pesos. But before I do that, please do notice that no matter how much we talk about stocks here, do not buy, sell, hold, or avoid any other stocks because we talk about it here. It's your money, it's your responsibility. This is not financial advice. Please take the time to learn, to understand this, and take the time to research this on your own because it's your money, it's your responsibility. You have to build the conviction and you have to know what you're getting into. That being said, I did this yesterday that when we did the video, I mentioned that the largest resistance to consider for BDO is at the 115 mark. The thing about that is the reason why it's not above or at least it's not up today is mainly because from 114.94 or 115, it failed to break out from that particular resistance, level. And If it does not break out from the 114.94 mark or 115 mark, the current area for it to move is your support level for nawala yung chart. Let me zoom out first. Ayan. Your support level will be at around the 111 peso area. So please do write this down. Current resistance level is at the 115 area. Current support level is at the 111 area. Please remember that the 115 area of where it's at right now is a very, very long and very, very strong resistance. And that actually means that if it does not break out from that, we are just still back in the more than 15-month sideways progression where BDO is. But if it has enough buying power to actually break past the 115 mark, I really believe the next possible resistances to watch out for is 128 and 136 for the short to mid term. MACD right now is also currently bullish. Next is ACEN, and I know a lot of you have been requesting for ACEN primarily because it has been sideways for quite some time right here. And as you can see right now, it has broken out from that sideways area. So using the channel range, this was around, if you notice it here, this was around 1.3 points. There's a possibility that if it stays above the 7.94 mark, possible area for it to go to could be at around the 9.2 area of visit 9.2 area target. So while this is also happening, please do note this. It just broke out from this level where all of the moving averages started to converge. If you'll actually zoom out further, it's also following this particular progression. You now have this as your base for this particular upward trend. So please do remember this, that what's very, very important to look for is the 7.94 mark. For this breakout to be valid, it must stay above this level for the next possible progression for it to go to the 9.2 level as a target to actually happen. So MACD also right now is above the zero line cross. It's currently bullish. It's telling you also that there's whatever upward progression that's happening here is currently validated by this upward move that we're seeing also for MACD. So current bullish moves for ACEN is the large green candle. All moving averages being bullish, breakout for the 7.94 resistance, and MACD showing us that it's currently bullish as of this point in time. Comment below if you're learning and if this is something that's helping you and giving you tremendous value. If you want to know more about this, by the way, we have a technical analysis course session that we will do via Zoom, which is happening this July. The links are in the description below. Stock Smart Zoom course, where we're gonna do 2 weeks of this, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 weeks of purely technical analysis, mostly done during the weekends, and half the course where we're going to talk about candlesticks, MACD, ADX, trend line, support and resistance, and so much more. For Converge, as you can see right here, it broke past the ascending triangle, similar to our discussion for ACEN. As long as it stays above the 20.37 mark, the breakout for Converge will pretty much hold through. MACD is still also supporting the bullish moves that we currently have right here. So just to note to everyone, this entire bullish move that we have here is currently supported by MACD. As you can see, the uptrend also is currently supporting the upward trajectory of Converge as a whole. So the breakout, or at least the movement that we have for Converge, was pretty much also because of the breakout from the 20.37 mark. Should there be any corrections or downward moves for Converge, in my opinion, as long as it stays above the 20.37 mark, the upward movement will still be pretty much intact. That being said, let's look at GMA7. For GMA7, this is one of my favorite dividend stocks, but because I think of its earnings, because ABS-CBN already, their biggest competition is not it's not operating in full capacity. That's why it's actually earning more. So, but from a technical standpoint, as you can see right here, MACD also looking at MACD, almost the same. When it started to show momentum somewhere around here, November 2020, you see the upward trajectory still also for it pushing up. For GMA7, the upward move is pretty much dictated by the breakout from the 9.25 resistance. Right after that, no, for those who were able to spot the breakout from that particular resistance, it's currently up right now more than 42.3%. 20, 50, 100, 200 day moving averages are bullish. MACD is also bullish right now. So for quick traders, please take reference to the 20-day moving average. It's still far from that level. For position traders also, the trend for GMA7 is still pulling up or pushing up as of this point in time. Last two stocks talk about, let's look at AP. Avoidance power right now is pushing up, but as you can see right here, it still hasn't broke past this particular level of resistance. So your resistance for AP is 25.35 pesos per share. I really believe it must break out from that level for us to actually see a legit reversal for avoidance power. So from a bullish standpoint, though, MACD already crossed from from the below zero area and has crossed above the zero line cross and is now bullish, also showing us that there is a transition from bearish to bullish, and it's also confirmed by the breakout from the 100-day moving average. But very, very important signal to watch out for is here. We must actually see it break past the 200-day moving average, which is at the 25.37 mark, which can give us a firmer conviction that AP is actually reversing. Lastly, let's look at Merrimart. The Merrimart was very spectacular last year, but right now it's, from a chart perspective, you can see it move towards a downtrend already. You're seeing the highs start to get lower, and you're seeing some resistances form right here. Resistances to watch out for Mary Mart is 5.6. Then you have a support level here at the 4.46 mark. However, it failed to hold on to that level. So at the 4.46 mark, we have two red candles breaking down from the 4.46 support. But above and beyond that, it's below also the 20-day moving average. And while all of that is happening, 20, 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages also are bearish. So should selling continue, possible landing spot for Merrimart will be at the 3.92 mark. And from a trend perspective, it looks like still that it's progressing towards a downward trending slope. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope that this is something that's helpful for all of you. We talk about Jollibee video, ACEN Converge, GMA7, about this power, Merrimart, and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. If you want to know more about me, my name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. And in the description below, you can watch more videos where I talk about technical analysis. My books are also there, where the goal is to teach you about trading the markets using charts as well. And if you want to know more how you can invest in the US markets for $1, cryptos for $10, and the Forex market where you get $33 when you enter the Forex market, and you have any amount that you deposit for the month of June, up to a maximum of 500 US dollars, XM will match it. So if you deposit 200 US dollars, XM will give you $200 more. So we've got you covered: Forex market, US markets, and crypto market. Everything that you can use to help you trade the markets are down below. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.